Hi darlings, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. And today I have a flip through of what will be my project for the Fallen Bible Study. This is a Bible study from Yes and Amen Studios. Don't worry, I'm going to link everything below. I'm also going to link my setup ideas and unboxing video. Just in case you missed it, this is what this project is all about and all the components that come with it. And so I did let you know that I wanted to do a flip through of my setup before we started the study, just to give you some more tips and ideas and for you to see how I put everything together with the lines and other goodies that I had in my stash and that I picked up. So let's get into it. So as I told you, I'm going to do a big flip through or a big ring, and I love this big chunky tag ring because I'm planning on having it hung up in my office after I finish it. It's just something that I would love to hang up in my office here and just to have present all of the goodness of God in this study throughout this fall season. So I also am going to be working my private prayers and Bible study notes, verse mapping, correlating verses, study things, and all of that will be done in this notebook. Because obviously this is a big, crafty. So this is the crafty side to it. And this is going to be more of the deeper study part to it. So I'm going to put this aside for now. We can come back to it, but let's go through this ring. So I showed you all the goodies that I had. I had wood pieces, tulle, ribbon, all of it. You're going to see mixes and touches of all of that and some extra goodies that I had that I continue to pull from my stash in this ring tag book. And what I can tell you is just throw everything into it. I got a really big 2-inch ring from the dollar store. It's from the Dollar Tree, and they had a pack of, I believe it was 8 for $1, obviously, because it's Dollar Tree. And so I got this really big ring so I can put all the things on it. And I love that I still have tons of space because I know I'm going to fill it up even more as the month goes by. So this is subject to change. And of course, at the end of the full 6-week study, I will do another flip through so you can see how it turned out with everything inserted inside. But this is just the beginning of my setup. I like to do the creative part first and most of the creative parts first, because that gives me the space and the time and the margin to really just focus on the study versus focusing on the art during the weeks of study. And also, we're going into a busy holiday season. At least my holidays are usually busy. So I wanted to do the bulk of the work up front. So let's get into it. So the first page of the Fallen study, of course, this is a 5x7 card. I added this little wood veneer butterfly. If you know me, you know I love butterflies. And what I did was I added a little top tag to the top of that, if you can see that there, so I can adjust it to the ring. The reason I did that is because I didn't want to make an actual hole in the card, because just in case there is some wording on the back, I didn't want to punch it through that. So there is a look at the first page. And then the back, of course, is just that devotional and study part. I also added some mica spray to this card or craft portrait Polaroid type frame, because I plan on adding my picture here. I want to personalize it, and we are talking about identity and character in this study, so that's one of the things that I want to add in. So I have this Polaroid here so I don't forget to add my picture. I did some long tags just to add a different touch, to add the big title starters that are going to be part of this project. And then I have the number 1 in a wood veneer here, just to add that. I did pick these up at the Dollar Tree as well. I got a whole stack of numbers 1 through 0, and I think they duplicate each other for $1, which was great. So 20 pieces for $1. So there's that. Then we have identity theft, and here I have one of these pretty little, I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a floral piece that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and you can kind of adjust these as you want and make the texture a little bit bigger. But I wanted to add just a little bit more flair to these beautiful doors. And then obviously content on the back. This is one of the tags that came with the freebie. And then I'm going to show you how I did the 4x4 cards. So in between each of the 5x7 that have the main devotional content for that week, we also have some smaller studies. It's just a deeper look, zooming in to a subject of the main subject or the main theme of that week. So I have these cards folded in over, right? That's the way I did it. So they're folded over. And then I have a tag that I may do some journaling on or some prayer. And so I have these in all the 4x4 cards. So my 5x7 cards are just folded over, and then these have some journaling space. So I used a little bit of ribbon there at the top. And then here, same thing, 4x4. I added one of these beautiful foil stickers that I got from my friend Erin in some Happy Mail. I thought it just went perfectly. And so don't be afraid to jazz these up and jazz them up and embellish them as you want. Another tag. I may add some ribbon to the top later on or not, but just getting everything ready. Here's another one of the tags. This is the second week, which is character. And then what I did for this week is I actually added the number over here on the 5x7 cards just to embellish it a little bit. Devotional on the back, another one of those freebie tags. These freebie tags are great because I can go in and maybe I want to jot down a verse, or maybe I want to do some verse mapping or a word study. I can just grab one of these tags that are within that week and go ahead and do that. Maybe I want to do some prayer journaling or whatever journaling I want to do. Tons of journaling space for sure I added here. Because week 2 will be about basically taking a glimpse at character, this one is conceit. So what I did is at the top here, as you can see, I have a little small rose gold mirror, and I added that just to embellish the subject, or the sub-subject conceit. And so I added that mirror up at the top. Then I have a tag with a little bit of tulle just attached to the top, just adding a little bit of embellishment once again. Really make this project your own. I know that all of the pictures and the 5x7 cards and 4x4 cards are all beautiful with some amazing photography. So you can just use them like that if you want. But if you're a little bit like me and you like to add your own touch, this is a great way to do so. Here's another 4x4 card. It says appearance of godliness. Again, I wanted to add another mirror. So this one's actually a gold mirror, and it also matched the aesthetic here. So in my tag, I used the color that matched the blanket that's here at the top, if you can see there. And so it matches the aesthetic, and I don't know if this one got stuck. Okay. Oh, just kidding. Okay, and then so here I added a little bit of this wire ribbon, and this is just going to be a tag for me to pull that in and out. And again, just adding a little bit of touches of gold to match the mirror, and also the gold that's within that 4x4 card. Then we have week 3, which is faith. And here I have a, I believe this is a chalkboard, this is a chalkboard type of tag, and I got these. I think I got a bunch of 10 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, or well, they sell these at the Dollar Tree, but I believe this one's from Joann's, so I have that one there. And then here I have Lest He Falls, and here I added just a wood veneer bee that I had in my stash that I picked up for the fall study. And then here you'll see this is from the printable. It's one of the embellishments that come. And then of course at the top of here you can see faith. This is one of the tags. So this is just adding some more journaling space if I want to do some prayer journalings. This is one of the freebie tags. And I love that all of these have space on the back. You can add more paper, lined or dot or grid, or you can just write on the back if you want. Here's another 4x4 card. Again, a pocket that was made. All the 4x4 cards were made into pockets. So I just folded it over and added glue to 2 of the sides because one of them is folded over. And then I have the tag there that I can embellish later and add some journaling. Another 4x4 card. This is Departed. And of course, there you go. Then we go into week 4, which is the church, and I have that wood veneer 4 there. And I did a little scallop design up there at the top. Churches just scream fanciness to me because I dress up for church. So I added just a little pretty scallop at the top there to add just a little bit of touch. And then we have spiritual corruption. We have a tag that says church. And then again, this part right here, that is from the embellishments that came with the kit, and then a tag at the top. I love that the tags had names so I can kind of place things in the correct place, the little tabs. And so this is another freebie tag that's in here for some extra journaling. Those can be moved around, of course. Then I have Loveless Church, which is a 4x4. Again, another pocket with a tag. Itching Ears. I love this one with the glasses. And this has, again, another tag, another pocket. I have week 5, which is Spirit. And so I glued it onto the chalkboard piece here. And I added this beautiful bird that I had in my wood veneers in Quenching of the Spirit. The bird just reminded me, it's not a dove, but I always correlate the spirit with fire and the dove and just things that I correlate the spirit with. So when I saw this bird, I thought it would be perfect to add to Spirit. So I added that one there because that's the start of week 5. Then I have another one of those little cards that came in the set. I did print these. I know they're really big journaling cards in the set, but what I did was I printed 2 of them. I printed 2 of them, 2 to a page. That way they would come out in these smaller size so I can add to my ring. Then I have the tab Spirit up here. Another freebie tag that came with the kit. And then I have the 4x4 card, again, one of those beautiful rose gold foils. And it just happened to be that the actual flower that's here mimics the flower in the background. So I thought that was perfect to add to that one. And of course, a beautiful tag that matched the background and some ribbon that had some rose gold, just to add to that tag there, just really embellishing that. And then we have Walk with the Spirit, another tag that matches with the color of the kit of this 4x4, of course. And then lastly, we have week 6, which is World. I have that wood veneer piece over here, created that long tag just to add some different types of shapes. And I have Hatred in a 5x7, the devotional content. I have World and that little card there. The tab that came with the tabs. I have the freebie tag, came with the freebie for the kit. I have Worldliness, and again, these 4x4s are pockets, so I have tags that I inserted into here, just more journaling space. And the last 4x4 is Do Not Love the World. And you'll see that on some of the 4x4s, I actually left a little space at the bottom because I wanted to add some embellishments later on, just to glue some embellishments hanging off of there. So some of them do have that extra space. And so I have a tag, and again, I use that wire ribbon to create just a little tag to pull my tag out of. And that is it. That is a flip through of the actual big ring that I did. And so quickly I'll show you, this is a journal that I had personalized by Beloved Society. Told her to do some fall colors, which she did. And what I did is down here with some tile alphas I had in my stash, I just spelled out Fall and Study 2021. And so this is just moleskin, and it has lines, and I'll be doing all of my the work in here, which will be Bible verses, maybe writing those out, doing some scripture writing, doing some word studies. That will be done here. And any of my private prayers that I don't want in my ring, I'll also do in here. In the back here, what I did, it has a pocket, but what I did is I clipped together the titles, because what I'll do is when I do my notes, I'll use the title for that week up at the top, and then add the week number, and then start to do my journaling. So I'll know when the notes start for the following week. And so I have all 6 weeks cut out here, and I'll add that to my journal as I go along. So that is it. I have these clipped here to the back. This is just gonna keep them in a place where, because sometimes I know I'll be traveling sometimes, so they'll just be clipped back here, so I'll be able to access that at any time. And I loved putting this together. I cannot wait to start this study. Let me know below, are you going to be studying with us? If you are, let me know how you're going to be doing your Fallen study. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. I will link everything that I use below that I have not linked. I'll also link that video of the unboxing and the setup ideas that I did. Thank you so much for joining me each and every video, darlings. God bless. Bye.